Hi everyone, it's Oliver here. This video is a reaction to the new Superman trailer. It was just posted as of recording this 3 minutes ago. Don't know what to expect. I hope it's really good. The length of it is about 3 minutes, which is a similar length to the final Man of Steel trailer they put out over a decade ago, which kind of deployed the Hans Zimmer theme, which kind of blew everyone away. And it was a really well edited trailer, so I'm hoping this one, tops that in terms of its editing style, but also kind of tells us something about the film. Look, I want to know about the plot, and fingers crossed, they use the John Williams Superman theme in its full glory.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah,
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
sure.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
All right, okay, so
Superman.
she already knows he's
Explain.
Superman.
Recently,
Interesting
you've come
take.
under a lot of fire for
I
what
know,
some
it's a
might.
lot of
it's
fire,
it's
but-
a lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
Oh, the suit looks good there. Good
While
colour.
being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States
representing
will cause
anybody
more
except for me.
problems around the world.
And doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
Oh, that's good. I like that. It's interesting at the moment. Oh, John Williams theme.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
It was interesting with the conflict between Lois and Clark there. That was intriguing. I like that.
Your choices,
What? He's in the fortress. Oh my god. Okay.
your actions. That's what makes you who you are.
Well, it's got a bit of the Richard Donner Superman credits.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it.
Oh, that's cool.
He's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
There's some interesting sort of dynamic action going on here. I do like that. Well, playing a bit more the Williams theme.
You have a dog?
There's some interesting stuff in there. I love the look of it. The suit just pops with colour. The camera work was quite intriguing. They had some sort of snippets of what we saw. The action was, was dynamic and, I suppose, similar execution what we saw in Suicide Squad, what James Gunn did. I need to sort of go over that trailer, a few more times to sort of compute everything. What was interesting was Lois and Clark having a sort of conflict of what he thinks he's doing is right and doing stuff without kind of asking for permission or getting guidance. And obviously that we saw later on with Jonathan Kent saying what he does is kind of his choice, or like he will make the right decision. So I think that's going to be perhaps an integral sort of character arc for Superman in this, and the sort of flourishes of the John Williams theme. I was hoping they would go more crazy with it, just sort of really get you like excited and pumped up. For some people who have just seen that fully may feel that exactly, but for me, I was sort of like, okay, it's building up, and I was just hoping that it would really just like hit the nail on the spot and just leave me with the biggest smile on my face. I think I'm not debating about the sort of the quality of the movie, because you can't judge it at this point. But I think the trailer, something was kind of missing in terms of like, with traditional trailers in the past, ones that are really, really hit it perfectly with their structure and the use of music, and this one didn't quite have that. There was something kind of there that wasn't there. Sorry, that was kind of missing for me to hit those emotional beats. And I may think completely differently in a week's time, but this is just my initial reaction. And I don't know. Maybe I was expecting something completely different in terms of its structure and how it was just edited and put forward to us. Story-wise, it kind of seems intriguing. I've no doubt about that. Like in terms of like, is it going to be entertaining or not? I think there's, but I just think for me, it didn't quite get me super pumped, which is a bit disappointing. Really, I'm not. From what I saw, it does look great. Don't get me wrong, but there was just someone who likes editing trailers. There was just something there that I would have done differently to really get people like, oh my god, it's fucking Superman. And not to flick those nostalgia switches, but just to sort of, as a fan, and know what Superman fans kind of want is to sort of use certain kind of musical cues or show something that will get people just super excited. And after watching that, I was like, you can probably saw my face where I was kind of just taking in a few bits and going, oh wow, that's nice, but it didn't really hit me as I was expecting. And what I wanted it to do, I wanted to walk away from that going, fucking hell, that was a proper Superman trailer, and it sort of hit me right in the spot, as a fan of Superman. But yeah, people may think completely differently. I may think it differently in a week's time, because you've got to compute things. You can't, as with all these kind of reaction videos, when you do see them online, it's always like the first initial reaction is never one's kind of true thoughts on it. So maybe like over multiple times you may sort of change your opinion. But looking at this now, it didn't. I'm repeating myself. I just didn't quite hit the final little beats as a trailer should do, for me anyway. And there is, talking of Superman flying stuff, there's some good little camera movements, so the camera's following him as it kind of goes through things. But even that one of the shots where he just like zips up into the air, I was just like, we've seen that before. Zack Snyder did it all the time, and it's boring as hell seeing that. I don't want to see these fart takeoffs of Superman. You know what I mean? It's just not interesting to look at. It's like Superman Returns had quite a lot of those where you see this, not the speed takeoffs, but you'll see a big cinematic scope format, and you've got this little person that's going whizzing past. I'm like, that's not interesting. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole of Superman flying, but let me know your thoughts, people. And you may think I'm completely wrong, and I'll probably agree with you and change my mind in like a few days' time. But from that initial viewing, I was like, it starts out really well as a great middle act, but it just didn't quite hit the final few beats for me to be like, fucking yes. It was more like, I don't know. But anyway, I look forward to seeing the film, so I'll be first in line like every other Superman fan. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to click the like button and hit the bell to be notified of my latest reviews. Big thanks to my patrons and YouTube members for supporting the channel. If you want to get involved and gain access to exclusive videos and take part in Q&As, follow the link below.